Good afternoon and welcome back to Guna Matters. And remember, your opinion matters. Before we go any further, if you have never done so, if you are new, subscribe to Guna Matters. Hit the bell for all the notifications and, of course, smash the like so can also have fun with us on Guna Matters. What is the matter today? Today's matter is that Cronky are showing some interest to fund a big transfer boost for Arsenal. Now, Edu and Mikel Arteta are showing interest in replacing Alexander Lacazette. Now, Alexander Lacazette uh, will finish off his contract at the end of the season, summer of 2022, and then he will be a free agent. Now, the reports are saying that French international Lacazette, 30 years old, is in his final year of his £180,000 a week Emirates contract and has not been offered a new deal by the club. There is a chance that Arsenal could look to sell him in the January transfer window rather than losing him as a free agent at the end of the season. Mikel Arteta will only allow that to happen if he is able to sign another striker to act as backup to the skipper Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And after spending £148 million on six new recruits this summer, the club are not looking to make another big investment in January. Lacazette, a £52 million recruit from Lyon in 2017, has not started a Premier game this season after contracting COVID on the eve of the new campaign, and he is the only experienced alternative to Aubameyang, and Arteta does not want to leave himself short of attacking options for the second half of the season. Now, if you can remember, Lacazette came on, I think, against West Brom, and he came on and he scored with his first touch. And yes, he's the backup and the vice captain at the stage at the club. But the meticulous Gunners boss is constantly planning a long-term strategy for the club, and he has already alerted technical director Edu to need to the need to be sorry to the need to begin search for another target man, and he is looking for young goal scorers with Premier League experience to fit in with his policy of building a squad around the youth. Now, Stan Kroenke, you can see they show me the money, has agreed. He's in other words preparing. Another report says that Stan Kroenke is preparing to fund a huge Arsenal transfer bid. You might have heard this in the media. It might not be new to you, but the matter of the day is these two guys have been shown interest to, or rather, Arsenal has been interested in these two guys. Both Calvert-Lewin, 24, and Watkins, 25, turning 25 now in December, match Arteta's criteria, but are under contract at their current clubs, both until the 2025 season, and it will not come cheap. Together, they will be in the region of 77, 80 million pound. Separately, Calvert Lewin will be 45 million. At Everton currently, an ambitious Everton will fight tooth and nail to keep the top scorer Calvert Lewin, who has established himself as Harry Kane's England backup over the past year. He signed a long-term Goodison deal with 75,000 a week last year, and it would cost upwards of 50 million to price him away from Merseyside. Now, according to Transfer Market, is 45 million. That's obviously plus add-ons would come to 50 more. And that would represent a massive profit for Everton, who only paid 2.4 million when they signed him from Sheffield United. Now, that is, for, say, 50 million in total. And then, of course, Ollie Watkins, he has a price tag of 32 mil, where he was bought from Brentford at 28 million or 25 million around there. So he has got a price tag of 32, and I'm sure there's going to be plus England taxes and whatnot and whatnot. So that is what the boss and the technical director is up to now. That Aston Villa paid 28 million when they bought Watkins from Brentford last year, and like Everton, are in no mood to sell their star strikers. Now, if you can remember, last season, Jack Grealish was at Aston Villa. Jack has left. Now, Ollie is the next best person that their fans are looking at. And Ollie has been scoring quite a couple of goals in last season. Now, both, like I said, Aston Villa is not in the mood to sell their striker because he made his senior debut in March for England in the Euros. But Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke is prepared to back Arteta with further recruitment funds for an established goal scorer to challenge and eventually replace Aubameyang. Now, leave your comments, leave your thoughts, leave your opinions about these two guys. Both of them are prolific scorers, and both of them are young. And of course, both of them are still in contract with their respective clubs until summer of 2025. That is the 30th of June of that year. They're not going to come cheap, as you heard now. It's 50 million for Calvert Lewin and about 32, 35, 36 million for Ollie Watkins. Lacazette is out of contract by the end of the season, which is next summer in England. However, Arteta will not let him go unless he has a replacement to back up Aubameyang. Why don't you get both?